Hello, good afternoon. It's Monday the 15th of June and this is the noonday, the 12 p.m. movement snack. It's the second one today, which brings us to your second 10 minutes of additional movement into your benefits bag. So if you're watching this on catch up, hello, well done. Thank you for catching up. All the minutes are still valid, doesn't matter what time of day you do it. So enjoy, catcher-uppers. But for now, I need to say hello, good afternoon to people joining live. Currently looking at the state of the hair today. I'll try to ignore that. Better when I take my glasses off. So good afternoon. Who's in for some movement snacking? Arriving in the dining room today, we've got Italy, first in today. Good afternoon, Italy. Ivy, good to see you. Chris from Wales, hello. And Jane's in live. Big thumbs up from Jane. Oh my goodness, just seen Araceli from Spain, Madrid. Great to see you, Madrid. Welcome to our movement snacking. Hello, Bob. Bob's in. Any buffering to report yet, Bob? So here we are, folks. We're on week 13. Yes, we are. Week 13. We're still at it. We're still at this movement snacking. Hello, Maddie. Dagnam's in. You keep coming back for more. And we still have new people joining this group, which we're very, very happy about, very thrilled about. And thank you to you if you've invited friends, family, colleagues to join in with this mission. Are you singing, Bob? Here we go. Just if you are new, if this is the first time you're watching, this is the preamble, the pre-broadcast broadcast. And it's kind of the chitter chatter where I get you all in the zone, hopefully. Wait for you all to press the on button on various devices. The collective's in. Sheila, good, on time today. Noted that. Bremen's in, hello Germany. Christine's in from Llanelli. So we've got some seasoned movement snackers that have been with us the entire 3-month journey so far. So we've got a fair bit of experience going on in the room today. And some new joiners as well. It's never too late to join the movement snacking mission. And the beginning of the week today, so it's Monday, so I will review and refresh all the key points that we've covered before. Bonjour. Hello, Pat and Alison, ready to go from France. We have some new members from France. I think Brit's in France. Hello, George. Super G's in, affectionately known as Super G, Scotland, and Bolton has arrived. So, just before I do the 3, 2, 1, just to remind or inform perhaps for the first time, all of the key movements from these movement snacks are from this little magical calendar here. This is our iCan Active Calendar. Now, this is freely available to download. You can print it off as a PDF, or you can contact us to get you one of these for a small fee, but it's freely downloadable if you have access to that. The link is at the very top of this page on where I do the intro video, or just message me and I can get you the details. So this informs and underpins, but obviously in these lives you get so much more. Hello, Dundee's arrived, and also Carol. Hello, CK. Carol Kent's arrived. So let's do a 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. My name is Bex Townley. Welcome to the Noonday Movement Snack. You can expect to receive 10 minimum, 14-ish minutes of additional movement into your cumulative benefits bag. That's what we're looking to do. Increase meaningful minutes of movement to get you to think a little bit more about how you move and to move a bit more frequently. And from the calendar today, I'm gonna revisit our most functional activity, the sit to stand and the stand to sit, plus some various other options. So let's get started. Have a look at the movement, decide if you're going to do this in sit or stand. Be sure to have some external support close to hand. Have a watch and decide what's the best start position for you. Here we go. So we start every movement snack with a circulation boost, and this serves to do just that, to boost the circulation. And we can do that in two positions, either in a stand position, whereby we have some external fixed support, or it could be a wall here, or you may decide to start in a sit position. I'm going to go through the prompts. If you're in stand, steady position, gap between the feet, stand up a bit taller, start with some external support, and then start the weight transfer, the steady march activity. So we've got moving, we've started this rhythmical action from the feet, and now we're going to work through a series of prompts to enhance and further get the most as we can out of this movement. But before I do that, I'm just going to put in the seated prompts so that we can all go through this together. If you're in seated, first thing, sit tall. Second thing, lift and shift. Hip walk forward a little bit. This allows you to sit taller, lengthen out the centre, and we can either start from the top down with these alternating arm march. Note, the shoulder is the key moving part here. It's rhythmical. My posture's lifted. Or you can start from the bottom end. So, whether you're sit or stand, hopefully now we're all moving. But here's the key things. Here's the things I'm going to give you to think about. Are you as tall and as lengthened as you can from the centre? This will enable so much more support to support the movement that's happening around. So lift and lengthen, increase the activity through the centre. Then have a glance down at your feet, whether you're in sit or stand, and really try to activate the ankles, the feet and the toes. So we're really aiming for this peeling off, heels come off first, toes go down first. So you may feel that you're a little bit flat-footed. Have a go at trying to work through the feet on that, and that's exactly the same in sit. So have a glance and slow this down, literally peel the heels off and press the toes down. So this seated march is generated from the floor, and you can bring in arms as and when you're ready, or you may prefer just to take the upper body action, but all of this lifted posture, or you could guide the arms if you're in a chair that has arms in it, so you can keep the elbows close here. In stand, one or two arms, whatever you're comfortable with. Now this circulation boost just serves to do that. It's steady, it's rhythmical, and by the end of it you should probably feel the need to take a couple of deeper breaths. Shouldn't be breathless, but you should still be comfortable, and we've literally prepared the body for movement from the off switch to the on switch, and got the ankles, feet and toes ready. Alright, in the movement snack this afternoon, we're going to look a little bit more detail at getting up easier from a chair and sitting down with more confidence in a chair. So, at this juncture, everyone to return to sit, please. So find a chair of an appropriate height. Those of you that already know the secrets, feel for the chair on the backs of your legs and then sit down with control. Okay, I'm sideways onto the screen for a very good reason, because we're going to work through a series of movements that all contribute to a more successful and confident stand-up, or if standing up isn't on your radar, a more successful and confident sitting active posture. So let's go through this together. The first thing, sit tall and really lengthen here out of the hips. This is key. hands on chair. Now this is the hip walk. Lift and shift, and we lift and shift the hips forward. The feet come with me, and then we're going to just repeat that a few more times if you feel you can. Can you feel that you're strong and lifted out the centre, and your buttocks are literally walking forwards and then walking backwards? If you're in an armchair, in a soft chair, this is going to feel more difficult. So you might need to put the hands on the arms of the chair and shift, shift, shift. Now this forward hip walk is really significant in standing with greater ease. So a hip walk forward, this makes it easier to stand. Heels come back and down, this makes it easier to stand. Now here, I'm going to ask you to put your hands on your thighs here and go to stand as if you're going to stand, but don't. So press the heels into the floor, and just as if you're going to stand, so push the weight into the heels. And if you feel your thighs here, you'll feel the muscles get harder. So as those muscles contract, these are the ones that help contribute to stand. We need to strengthen these so that standing is easier. So let's go through that again. Hip walk back, hip walk back, hip walk back. Sit tall away from the back of the chair. Hip walk forward, just past centre, just past centre. Heels back and down. And then watch this hip hinge. So the back stays straight, and I press the heels down, and it's almost as if your buttocks are just coming off the chair. So we call this a jockey lift. And can you see I've got this hip hinge? The trunk helps with that. And if you feel as you press the heels down and lift the buttocks off, these muscles here will start to work for you. These are the ones we're trying to strengthen. Now, you're all going to be at various degrees of standing up, be that easy, be that challenging for whatever reason. So pick your level here. There's some other options. If that pressing the heels into the floor isn't an option, it may just be that contracting and squeezing your buttocks actually just starts to strengthen the muscles in your backside here. But can you feel how, as I press my heels into the floor, my buttocks will start to squeeze and my thighs here start to work? Okay, just take a little bit of a release through the legs, give the legs a rest. Now the muscles are going to get stronger over time. The beauty of this movement is, if you think about how you stand and how you sit throughout the whole of your day, you'll be getting stronger without taking any additional time. It's just thinking about things a little bit differently. So let's finish off the job. If it's right for you, hip walk forward, heels back and down. Now we can go for the full stand if that's right for you, or stay with jockey lifts. Here's the full stand. Heels stay down, lift up tall, hinge and stand. And now at the top here, get your balance, adjust the feet. And at this point in daily life, you'll either then get up and go somewhere, but for now, we're going to do the return to sit. So I've got my balance at the top end, I've got some support close to hand if I need. Stand up, weight is even. Now here's the real magic bit now. Aiming to, over time, imagine you've got some eyes in your backside. That hinge features again, look, the knee bends, it leads with my hips, looking for the chair with the eyes in my backside, trying to sit with control and a soft landing into the chair. This, you will feel the muscles in the thighs working harder. This is one way of strengthening the legs throughout your everyday activities. How many times a day do you already stand up and sit down? And can we optimize that movement by sitting down a little bit slower? Or if you're currently relying on the arms to push you up, could you put in a few little jockey lifts and then resort to your usual technique? Let's do that again. Heels back and down, that makes it easier to stand. Lift and lengthen, this makes it easier to stand. Push and drive with a little bit of pace. This will make it easier to stand. Get your balance, adjust the feet, a little bit of a foot pedal or foot march here. And then here's the return to sit. Feel for the chair. Can you sit a little bit slower? Hips lead, there. Heels stay down. How does that feel? Now this is a really fundamental movement that's already in your day if you're getting up to stand, to walk, to go somewhere. So we're trying to really optimize this. Now, something else to add. Hip walk forward. Everyone give yourself a few buttock squeezes. Can you feel what I mean by that? Can you feel it? This squeeze action is your buttock muscles contracting. And we've got to contract these muscles to make them stronger. Heels back and down. Now, having said we're going to make the legs stronger, we can add something in to consider wrist positions over time. So generally in life, we need to get up to go somewhere or to operate from a sit position. So wrists, hands, upper body also needs to be strong. Hands here on the thighs. For this one, we're going to take a jockey lift, but also a little press down into the thighs. So I'm adding some focus around a little bit of push through the arms and most importantly here through the wrists. So we have lift, we have a jockey lift and a push and a relax and release. Sit tall, a jockey lift with a push and relax and release. And we're trying to put some load through the wrists. We want to keep the wrists strong and we're going to build on that in the rest of this week. So, come back to sit position. Have just a little release. So the recovery and the switch off is as important. If you feel you can, choose which option is for you and suggesting that you maybe do 3 or 4 or 5 of these now just to rehearse that. But the magic comes, the real magic comes when you take your option you've decided is right for you and you infiltrate it in your day. You crowbar it into your day wherever you can. So here we go. Lift up tall. Strengthen. Active sitting. Active sitting is really the start point to a successful movement. Let's have a hip walk forward. This mobility action here is going to make it easier for us to stand. It's also in there with your bed mobility, getting up the floor, getting out of the bath, that kind of stuff. Heels back and down. Okay, select. Are you on buttock squeeze and contract? You can take your pelvic floor with that if you want to. Are you on a jockey lift, just buttocks off the chair? And would you like to add in some wrist load? Or are you on a full stand, a balance check, get your balance, a little bit of foot pedal, and here's the slow, 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 and return. Just to crowbar in, if you would like it, for the seasoned movement snackers, remember we have the split stance. So for this one foot slightly forward. So you could take the jockey lift where you're getting a little bit more push through a single leg. Or you might stand and then step back and then sit. Now here's the thing with the strength. We're trying to strengthen these big, strong, functional muscles of the thighs. And strength takes time, and strength needs repetition. And it needs us to keep going back to these movements, and over time, they'll get stronger. And strength is gonna feel, you're gonna feel something. You're gonna feel a tension, you're gonna feel an effort, a tiredness, especially perhaps the day after, if you've done something that you haven't done for a while. And this is absolutely usual, and it's actually what we want. Your muscles might feel more tired tomorrow. That's how we get stronger. So strength should feel like a bit of an effort, otherwise we won't really get stronger. So here's the deal, can you crowbar in one of those options into the rest of your day? Think about every time you come to sit down, have a little pause, get your balance, Can you sit down a bit slower? That way you'll be really optimizing the strength gains in your legs over time. And as seasoned movement snackers will testify, the magic works. There's no trick. There's no strings attached, folks. Does the job. It does what it says on the tin. So that was kind of a review, if you like, to kind of get all those key points in our minds for the rest of the week. And I'm going to build on that. It's going to get even more exciting as the week goes on. So thank you for tuning in. Pat and Alison in France, I hope that was okay for you. Keep crowbarring in those buttock squeezes or the slower sits. You've got Kelsey at 4 p.m. for some stretch and sway. You can't go wrong with staying strong, folks. See you tomorrow. Keep on crowbarring. Every moving minute counts. There you go. There's 10, 12 minutes in the benefits bag right there. Enjoy. Deploy into your day, folks.